Hola a todos. In Mexico, we say La familia es todo. Family is everything, but what happens when that family silences you? I'm Aszahra Maghfirani with the student number 16, and this is a critical analysis of tradition versus identity in Disney Coco 2017. My presentations follow this structure. First, the cultural context of the film. Second, theoretical analysis using Hofstede, thread specific communication conflicts, and finally proposed solutions and conclusions. The film is set in Mexico, a high contact culture as defined by Edward Tehel. Here, communication is deeply rooted in rituals like Dia de los Muertos, meaning is often implied through shared history rather than explicit words. Applying Hostede's dimensions, the Rivera family represents collectivisms. The group's needs outweigh individual desires. The rule no music is a collective law, and breaking it is seen as a betrayal of the entire family unit. We also see high power distance. Abuelita holds absolute authority. In this vertical hierarchy, younger members like Miguel are expected to obey without questions, creating a barrier to open and honest communications. The central conflict arises from Miguel's individualism. His passion for music clashes with the family's collective identity. He represents the modern desires for self-expressions fighting against traditional comfort. The ban on music creates a taboo. It is a trauma that is never discussed, only silence. This lack of verbal processing leads to festering resentment and prevents the family from healing old wounds. Abuelita relies heavily on nonverbal communications, specifically la chanla, or the sandal. This object is a cultural symbol of discipline that instantly shuts down dialogue, enforcing compliance through fear. The family operates on a rigid stereotype. Musicians are selfish. These generalizations act as noise in the communication process, preventing them from saying Miguel's talents as anything other than a threat. The breakdown peaks when Abuelita smashes Miguel's guitar. This violent act symbolizes the total rejection of Miguel's language. Without empathy, communication fails, forcing Miguel to flee. Upon entering the land of the dead, Miguel expressions culture shock. Although the culture is familiar, the rules of existence are different. He must learn how the dead rely on the living's memory to survive. Miguel learns that the family narrative was wrong. Hector didn't abandon them. He was murdered. This proves that communicating without full context leads to false assumptions and intergenerational conflict. Power dynamics are negotiated via the blessing. Mama Imelda uses her spiritual authority to set conditions on Miguel's return. Communications here becomes a bargaining process between love and control. Addressing the proposed solutions prompt, the family needed active listening. Instead of reacting to the act of playing music, they should have listened to the intent behind it Miguel's need for connections. Secondly, cultural empathy. What's missing? Effective intercultural communication requires stepping into the other person's shoes. Miguel understanding Imelda's pain and Imelda understanding Miguel's patience. Ultimately, music serves as the successful communication medium. The song Remember Me transcends the verbal barrier and dementia, acting as a code that unlocks Mama Coco's memory. The conflict is resolved not by destroying culture, but by expanding it. The family integrates music back into their traditions, showing that culture is dynamic and can evolve through new generation. This analysis confirms that intercultural conflict often stems from rigid in-group versus out-group dynamics. Resolving it requires challenging economic narratives and allowing for individual variations within the culture. In the conclusions, Coco teach use that effective communication balance respect for the past with the needs of the present. Love is not about control, but about understanding the other's unique identity. Thank you for your attention. This presentation applied Hofstede's cultural dimensions and Hall's high context theory. I have listed my academic reference on this silence. Gracias.